Hi everybody, welcome out to the Dice Tower. My name is Chris Yee, and today I'm taking a look at Set 2 of Star Wars Rivals. This is the box for Set 1. That's because I threw away the box to Set 2, because it doesn't have a tuck in it. You can't close it again. It's just like a tear open once. And anyway, I forgot that I should hold on to the box for the review. So I fit everything I own in the box for Set 1. Let me show you what comes in Set 2, 4 new characters, some new locations and such. Then I'll go ahead and give you my thoughts. There's kind of three main things. There's the heroes, there's the villains, and then the cards that we're going to go through. The game comes with all of the necessary components to play the game, including the number tokens and the base counters and stuff. It comes with 2 light side, 2 dark side characters, and it has the tokens for the others. So basically saying, buy more stuff. You'll notice that the die here is still the cool polyhedral, but as opposed to the original, which had red numbers offsetted by gold to mean score all locations, they changed the color scheme of this set to yellow, and it's the same yellow dye color paint there. It's a little bit cheaper, more affordable that way. I don't fault them for that, though the box is significantly cheaper. Let's look at the light side characters. So Ahsoka over here, great sculpt, really cool looking, obviously from the Ahsoka TV show. Qui-Gon looks a little doofy, kind of like a bobblehead. 5/6 power here. Ahsoka is able to move enemies and stuff, place minus influence on that character, return a card from discard, and then +2 influence this round and -2 on an enemy. Force user. And there's more Force users. In fact, all 4 of the characters are Force users in this set. Qui-Gon is a little bit more of like a paladin type character, right? He can re-roll the die. He can move the enemy with the highest health influence to his location, and he can heal influence, minus influence off of people, and gain it that way. Looking here at the dark side characters, you have Darth Maul, who is a 5, and his little bendy lightsaber. Didn't quite look like that in the movies. And Baylan, of course, also kind of how he looked in the Ahsoka series. Well, that's the only place that he's been, and I'm very curious to watch more. I need Ahsoka Season 2, but the Darth Maul over here is very much an aggressive character. Both of these have a lot of influencing negative tokens onto the other player here. He has multiple ways of doing that, increasing his own influence if he's able to do by doing that. And you notice that his objective, his mission over here, places out 3 -1 influence. But if you have this in hand and someone who has, the other side has at least a 4 influence character, they move to the back to tank, meaning they discard and heal him this round, he can score 4 points from that, so he's an aggro character. Baylan is a little bit more Gray's side, where he can kind of hurt himself, discard a card from hand, and then double the influence of another ally. And if they're a Force user, then double that again, which of course, as I mentioned, all of the characters are Force users in this particular set. It's destroy in order to create over here, so -2 on an enemy. If it's a Force user, remove 2 -2 from Baylan. Kind of the whole balance, Grey Jedi type thing. And then this one's interesting here. This is sort of a mission, but negative for the opponent player. So move Baylan to a location that won't score this round. If able, then place this card in the opponent's discard pile. Or score pile, I should say, rather. So you can actually influence -3 points by taking him out of the battle. Kind of interesting. Lastly, here's the location cards in this set. You see the 5 of them, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, are just basic ones with no effects. Cool art, much like the rest of the whole game here. But you see there are some high-scoring cards over here that have different effects. This one here is the first character you deploy, cannot be deployed here, whereas this one, the last character you deploy, cannot be deployed here. These 2 out at the same time make for some kind of funny little arrangements. And you see there's ones that let you draw extra action cards. This one, the Home 1 briefing room. Every time that you show up, you score, or you get -1 influence token on your character for every previous person who's in that location. Don't show up late to the meeting, I guess. Healing stuff, removing stuff, and then this one is a variable scoring. It's 3 points plus, at the end of the game, an extra point for each mission that you have in your score pile. You notice that Baylan's -3 card is not actually a mission. So anyway, that's just a quick look at the stuff that's in the box. As I said in the original review for Star Wars Rivals, I like so much about this game except for basically the collectability factor, the way that this sells you. You have to play 3-on-3, and the starter box comes with 2 characters and a really crummy token that has one very boring card in it. And that continues in set 2, unfortunately. Though I do like the 4 new characters. I think that they behave differently. I like the fact that they're all Force users, so their abilities within their own set will fire off pretty well. And it's some nice variety to add to if you already have the first set starter box. Would I recommend that you start at set 2? Probably not. I do think that the location cards in there are a little bit more fun. I like that, particularly the ones that are like you can't place your first character here, or you can't deploy your last character here. I think that some of those effects are a little bit more neat and a little bit more cerebral. It's not a very thinky game, but it's thinky enough, which is what I like about it. So I think that the set 2 is a really good set 2. A really good thing that you'll say, oh, I'll throw it in with the stuff I already have. So if you only have, like the starter box, get set 2 because there's no collectability factor to it. You know exactly what you're getting. All good stuff. If you have a bunch of stuff from set 1 and you're like, I'm good, am I going to buy this because I want something that kind of breaks the mold? It's not gonna. It's just more characters. And if you haven't gotten into this at all, I still do recommend set 1. But if you're like me, the position I'm in where I have the starter box of set 1, and I had a few of the extra characters on the side, and I want some more characters, but I do not want to run the risk of getting burned by buying a booster box and already having that character, then I'm safe with all of the set 2 things, right? I'm guaranteed out of the starter box, and I'm guaranteed with at least one booster of light and dark side that I won't get any repeats. Safe, right? I'm not sure if a lot of places are discounting this set this whole game because I don't know if it's sold terribly well. I don't know if Funko is really wholeheartedly pushing this product line still, or the Buffalo Games, which now owns Funko. It's a little bit of a confusing system, and this game unfortunately got released in the middle of that. This might be one of those things that eventually kind of just fades off after this Series 2, which is a little bit too bad because I think it's a good game. Like I said, my biggest flaw, my biggest issue with it is the collectability factor for such a fun, approachable, family weight game. This is the thing that I use to get my daughter into these. She's 9 now, so she was 7 when we started, 7.5 or so, and she was able to play this game very well. She was able to beat me on her own, and a few times because I just like took my foot off of the gas, the accelerator, a little bit on one turn, and she was able to make enough momentum. So this is a fun game for families, fun game for like a parent-child especially. So the set 2 stuff, yeah, it speaks to me because I really liked the Ahsoka series. I really liked Darth Maul. I like the characters that are in there. The characters are fun to play. They behave a little differently. Not all of them have mission cards, so that's cool. And there is a little bit more of that negativity, though, especially with Baylan throwing -3 points at the other player. So if your kid likes to play light side, get ready for the fact there might be a few hurt feelings where you're like, oh, you're doing pretty well. Meh. But it's fun stuff. It's a good set 2 for a game. Score-wise, I'm going to give it 7.5, the same score I gave the original one. If they made something where this game was no longer collectible, which they're obviously not going to do, that score would honestly go up because I think it's a great family game. It's the one that's now, as my daughter's getting older, she's playing Star Wars Unlimited, the CCG, with me. And I know I have my own complaints about the collectability there, right? But that's a more robust game. This one didn't need to be. But you know what? I'm still recommending it. I'm still saying I like the fact that I have guaranteed new characters now because of a new series. So there you go. That's my thoughts on Star Wars Rivals, box number 2. Let me know what you think of it below if you've gotten to play it. And I haven't bought any of the boosters, so I'd be curious to hear your thoughts if you think that those are worthwhile getting, the fun new characters and such. Thanks for coming out to this review from the Dice Tower. My name is Chris Yee, and you all have a good day.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.